Hi friends, we are headed over to Slab City. I've never been there before, so I'm with a small group of friends that I made, and I'm just kind of tagging along. There's one of my traveling companions right there in the Class C. So we just stopped here and got some tacos and filled up our water, and we're pulling out now.
I want to give you all a look at this road. This is called Box Canyon Road, and it runs south, just south of the Joshua Tree National Forest. And I only wish I had turned my camera on as soon as we started into it. It is a beautiful, beautiful canyon. The road is freshly paved, very clean looking. There's actually a lot of bicyclists that were going up and down here. A little bit more towards the beginning, but you'll see some cars parked along the side, and bicyclists are unloading and then riding through here. It's so beautiful, and I got this on fast speed running through here, but I wanted to give you all a sense of what this looked like. So if you're ever in the Joshua Tree area and you're heading south, this is was an odd way to go to get down to Slab City, but I'm so glad that I selected it, because it was just so pretty, and it was so unexpected, because it's kind of the not on the beaten path, and I just decided to go this way, and lo and behold, I was really treated with this really beautiful drive. Then as you come out of this canyon road, the Salton Sea is right in front of you. And this was on my bucket list. I'd always wanted to see the Salton Sea. And I was amazed at what it looked like. It's huge! And the water was so pretty and blue looking, but I know it's not really great. Its looks are deceiving. Now here's the last road going into Slabs. This is the only road that I know of that goes in there. I mean, you can see it's not the greatest condition, but I've definitely been on worse. So, 25 miles an hour, and you start seeing these artistic things along the side of the road, and so you're coming up to it. It's interesting, all of the tourism in here. I was really surprised. There's these hot springs on the right, natural hot springs, and a gift shop that a guy runs there with t-shirts and jewelry and things like that. And so we're seeing all these vehicles, like passenger vehicles, and come to find out, these are tourists that drive in here, on a day trip, and they visit Salvation Mountain, and they go up and see the range where they do the music shows. Super interesting. And so built up along like where Salvation Mountain is, which is right here on the right, you see all these different stores and things like that, little shops that people have set up selling their wares. A lot of handmade artistic things. Really interesting though. I mean, look at all these cars along here. The parking lot is just packed with tourists. And I was talking to the guy, I had a chat with the guy who was supervising the Salvation Mountain, and he said that people from all over the world, from Japan and Germany and Norway, Spain, Italy, they come to see the Salvation Mountain. It's incredible. Lefty was super pumped. He about to jump out of the truck, seeing all the people and I'm sure all the smells, because there's a bazillion dogs all around this place and all the people, so he was really excited. now here we're starting to get into where people are actually set up and living. And so one thing that was pretty cool is there's actually roads that are named up in here. And I found out that like UPS and FedEx, they deliver right up in here, which you wouldn't think it, you know, because you're coming down kind of a dirt road, and here comes the UPS truck. I saw them every day when I was there delivering. So I was still hearing my Google directions was still telling me to make turns and such, because these roads do have names. So we made our way up here, and I'm following these two folks that are in front of me here. They've been here before, and so we're making our way up to where we're gonna get set up. And you know, safety in numbers here. Obviously, if you've got more people around watching your gear, you're in better shape. We only ended up staying just a few days, Lefty and I, and then we packed up and took off. So I'll go back again, but I got to be with a lot of people. Had a mic failure on this, but I got to show you this Lefty getting all riled up. Now you got to watch this. He goes crazy right here. Right here. Now watch this instant replay in slow motion. Watch this. He comes flying past me. Oh! Happy dog.
Okay. I think I got video running. Okay. So you can hear all the dogs barking. There's a lot of dogs here. There's actually dogs that are running loose here. I've had 3 of them that have come racing up to us, snarling and everything, you know. And I've had to get in between and tell them to stop and go back, because they looked like they were out for blood, you know, running free. I got Lefty on a leash. Lefty's not really a fighter, you know. I mean, I've seen him stick up for himself a bunch of times with some good-sized dogs, but, you know, that's not his thing. So I have to get in between them and stop them. That scared the hell out of me. You know, I don't need that kind of stress. Is just really tough on me, trying to protect him from crazy dogs. So last night we went up to the range, which is where they do some music on Saturday nights. We listened to that. Friday night we went over to karaoke. They do that every Friday night, just right up the street here. So there's definitely things to do here to keep you entertained. But there's always that underlying fear of security here, for me anyways. You know, I'm just always on the edge about my stuff being safe and getting robbed. And it's just a quick walk this morning, and then we're gonna get buttoned up. We had driven up to the range last night, so I didn't really unpack everything when we came back here to go to sleep. Just enough that I could make some dinner last night, and so I don't really have a lot to pack up. Just get everything secured so we're not bouncing around, and then we can get out of here. We're going to head towards Yuma so that we can get into Walmart. It's going to lengthen the drive, but there is no, if we go the other direction, there is no Walmart shopping between here and Quartzsite if we go the other way. So we're going to head down towards Yuma and then north to Quartzsite. So here's one piece of the famous Slabs. So that's when they talk about slabs, there's one of them, different shaped. There's a lot of rectangular ones. Okay, I'm gonna sign off here and
So we stayed 3 days and decided to take off. Again, I just couldn't really feel settled here. I was with, a group of people, which was awesome. Being there without a group of people, I don't know. I don't think I would do that ever. There were fights that took place. An ambulance had to come and take somebody away that got beat up really bad. People have had things taken from their campsites. You put something out And as soon as you not watching it and somebody wanders by, they'll take it. It's, you know, they're opportunists, and if something's there and nobody's looking, they'll take it. So, you know, I've got gas cans and things that I just didn't want to have disappear. So after 3 days, here we are, just driving out and getting back down towards Yuma to get cleaned up and get some shopping. So that was our first trip to Slabs. We survived.